you're with Janine from the real South Africa. I'm in Adrift, just close to Jinja, which is near Kampala in Uganda. Just such a beautiful spot. And of course it has options of accommodation from camping to glamping. And one of the things I love about Adrift is it has activities for all ages, whether you are 1 year old or whether you are 100 years old. So it's like from 1 to 100. I'm 64 and did the bungee. Scared the crap out of me, but you know what, it was really good. They had really good people, and one of the people that looks after the Overland camp on that side is Patrick. Hello, Patrick.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm so good. And how are you today?
Oh, I'm so good. Except I'm not so good because I leave today, and that's not good. I don't like to leave Adrift.
We're gonna miss you.
Tell me a little bit about your role here at Adrift.
So my name is Patrick, like you said. My work here, I work as general manager for Adrift Overland campsite. At the same time, I manage a few activities. So my work is to ensure I offer the best experience for the overlanders, and these are long-term travelers. So with Adrift Overland campsite, that is a place where we normally host overlanders, and here we offer accommodation in terms of glamping tents, dormitories and camping. So with dormitories, I offer self-contained dormitories and with hot showers, and glamping tents are also very nice, which are just located on the same premises. At the same time, if you have your own tent, you can do self-camping.
So you can bring your own tent. So from being able to, you also have vehicles that you're allowed to come in that have got tents on the vehicles?
Yeah, roof tents. Yeah, we do allow clients with roof tents at only $15. You come and do self-camping. Washrooms are provided with hot showers and toilets as well. So you only pay $15 and you can walk in with your own roof tent.
And you have the most gorgeous seated area,
Yeah,
where everybody gathers.
Yeah,
you've got a place that serves pizzas, you've got a bar, you've got a pool table, you have lots of seating. So it's perfect for backpackers.
Yeah, we have a fully stocked bar and a restaurant which is always open from 7 in the morning up to 10 p.m. and the bar is always open 24/7. Wi-Fi is always available and campfire throughout the night.
So you have campfires throughout the night?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it means it doesn't matter, you can party, especially I think it's great for birthday parties where you have all kinds of different income groups. You know, often when we have these group events, they invite you to a place, but then you kind of look at the budget and you don't have enough budget. But here at Adrift, you can put up a person in a dormitory or a tent, right up to a person who gets a glamping tent where they can share, and they can even go to Wild Waters down the bottom, which is right on the Nile. So you have from ultra luxury to ultra budget.
Yeah, that is it. So normally I host those who want a budget.
And that, you know what, budgets don't matter as long as you can be at Adrift.
Yeah, that is it.
Because you have also very safe activities, because all of your guides, or your river guides, your bungee master, they are all well qualified with international accreditations.
That is it. So I always work, my work still is to ensure while staying with us, you're not bored by engaging in a number of activities that we offer, like rafting, we do bungee jumping, we do river bagging, we do community walks, we do jogging, we do massage, plenty of activities. So
and of course, river bugging, you have to explain, is your bottom in a tube.
Yeah. And all the activities I've just mentioned, they require no experience.
So you don't need to be
You
experienced.
don't need to have experience for you to engage in those activities I've just mentioned.
And of course, you're just so tired at the end of the day, you can come and have a great swim because your pool is just awesome. And we noticed that your bar has the most amazing view.
Yeah, that is it.
I mean, you have the view over the Nile River that is to be envied by anybody.
That is it.
So how far is it from Kampala?
From Kampala, it's just a 2 hours drive, but it's normally 1 hour and 30 minutes. But because of traffic, we give it a maximum of 2 hours from Kampala. But if you're coming from Jinja, it's just 30 minutes drive.
So it's much better though, and in terms of if you're here for a conference, it's great to bring a bunch of mates and come here before you go home to wherever it is you are in the world, to come and spend time at Adrift, even if it's just an overnight. Leave early in the morning, come an overnight, go back to the airport the following day.
Much better.
So it's an extra night, but it's an extra It's just an amazing opportunity. Do you have your own tents, or must people bring their own tents?
People bring their own tents mostly, because the ones I have are not safari tents, they are permanent tents. So that's why we always advise, if you can't pay $45 for the glamping tents, you can come with yours at only $15.
So it's absolutely affordable. But you also have tents on that side that sleep too, but it has no ensuite bathroom.
Yeah. So washrooms are just located outside. It's just 5 steps away from the tent.
And how much are those?
Just $45 per person.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. I mean, that's affordable. Even for standards in South Africa, it's so affordable.
Very nice.
And if you consider what you can see and what you can do here, oh my goodness. And your meals, are there packages that include meals, or do you just buy the meals at the bar?
So normally, if I do bed only, and if you're looking at having breakfast, lunch or dinner, like I said,
a full board,
like I mentioned earlier, you only pay $5 for breakfast, $12 for lunch, and $12 for dinner. So yeah.
So again, it's affordable for anybody.
It's affordable for anybody.
And I think a lot of backpackers should be looking at coming to Uganda, especially to Jinja.
And normally with Adrift Overland Camp, it's always the destination for overlanders from Adrift back to their home countries, because it's the best in Africa. We offer the best.
And I so agree. And here I am at 64. And I think one of the main reasons why I love this place is because I'm over 60, I'm often compromised with the area that I'm in. But because it's adrift, I feel completely secure, totally safe. It's just the best place for over 60s. Because it's one place that we can do all these activities and nobody laughs at us.
Yeah, that is it. That is it.
So what would you recommend people bring with them when they come to Adrift?
So normally once you come to Adrift, we always, I can recommend come ready to ensure you engage in a few activities. Normally we ensure provide you with whatever you need if you're to do activities with us. In terms of accommodation, we always ensure provide everything. Meals are always set. We have drinks always on the ground. So normally just get your wallet, plan accordingly, and then you come and have the best experience with us.
And that's 2 things that we need to remember. Bring your kazi, bring your boots, bring walking shoes, and you can even go fishing with the fishermen.
Yeah, that is it.
So you can bring fishing gear. If fishing does it for you, bring your fishing gear and go fishing with the fishermen.
Yeah, that is it.
See how cool it is to come here.
Yeah.
And why would we want to leave?
In terms of activities, since safety is always our number 1 priority, all the gears you need on the river, all the gears you need on the tower are provided by Adrift.
And where do we find your booking form?
You can visit us online. We have a website. We have contact details. You can drop an email.
And what is your website?
www.adrift.ug. So that's where you can access. Yeah, you can access all our services online.
Thank you so much, Patrick. It's been a pleasure.
Yes,
I hope to see you the next time I come to Uganda on your side of the tenting, since I'm on this side by the swimming pool. I'm Janine Preston with The Real South Africa. And you're with Janine from The Real South Africa. We've been traveling around Uganda and we've now at Adrift. And Adrift has to be one of my favorite spots because they have river rafting, they have bungee, they have all kinds of wonderful things. One of my favorite activities while I was in Uganda was doing river rafting with Adrift, and it was a half-day event, and I mean we were just on that river forever. And they have quite a few different rapids and rapid skills, but thanks to the skill of the river guides and the guys who were around us, we actually never felt unsafe. And they just smiled all the time. They were like, okay, so now we're going to practice life saving, and they'd throw us off the side of the boat and then they would smile. And Peter, of course, is operations manager here at Adrift. He's been telling me a little bit about women power, and they've now started to engage with women and have them on the river with them, because it's ultimately a guy sport here in Uganda. But welcome, Peter.
Thank you, Janine.
So tell me a little bit about Adrift and about your role.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Peter Mvez, and I'm the head of operations for both Adrift and Whitewater. We do have activities in Adrift, which are headed by myself, and these activities are majorly rafting, bungee jumping, river biking, and we have a source of the Nile boat cruise. So those are typically our activities here at Adrift.
And some of the activities, they carry quite a risk, don't they?
Yeah, there is some minimum level of risk that we try to minimize as much as possible. And in these activities, we have pretty much trained guides who take you through these activities. So you are very safe when you're going on any activity that you're engaged in at Adrift.
And you have guides that are qualified. I think they're called ISO qualifications, or they carry the certain qualifications that the guys need to have to be a river guide.
Yeah, to be a river guide, you must be an IRF
That's
certified
right.
guide. IRF is the International Rafting Federation that regulates rafting activities in the world. So to be a guide, you must have gone through a course that is certified by IRF body. So,
And where do you qualify for something like that?
typically, we normally fly our guides into Zambia. That's where most of these certified
Oh, really? Is it on the Zambezi?
on the
Do
Zambezi River.
Wow.
Yeah, but this year I'm working on a plan to have these guys come through to Uganda to have some of these guides who have not got a chance get certified from here.
Wow. I
Yes.
didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I'm sure Zambia would be pleased to hear that, because I mean the guys in East Africa and Africa are always fighting over who's got the best rapids or who's got the best activities. But I must say, having done the Nile River Rapids, I really felt quite safe with our guys because they were confident. The guys in the kayaks, I think we had about 7 kayak guys around us. I lost my paddle at one point, and I never thought I'd see it again. So I had to admit that I lost my paddle. And the next thing, one of the kayak guys came, and the paddle was across the front of his boat, and I was like, "Oh my God, I feel so embarrassed. How on earth did you find that?" And that was his qualification. He's able to do that because he's won with his kayak.
Yeah, so what happens that on the rafting trip we have at least 4 safety kayakers to take safety of the 8 packs which are always loaded onto a boat. So these guys, their duty is to make sure the clients are safe plus their equipment. So like for instance, in your case, you flipped over, and as you're swimming, they first rescue, and then maybe others are rescuing the equipment. Plus also the safety raft is also for your safety. So that's how we run these trips. And the good thing about this river, it is has high volumes of water and deep enough. So there are no rocks, you can't get rock entrapped or any serious injuries. That's how this river is. So that's why you felt safe, because of the people around you plus the high volumes of water.
Well, we did a trip. We were in Canada, and there the water's cold, but they don't tell you that. So it's called the Kamshin River, which is near. It's on the Vancouver side of Canada, and this was a number of years ago. So they got us into this raft, and off we went, and it was our first river rafting experience. And this was 1986. So what are we talking? 30 years ago.
30 years ago.
And we got in with and the Australians and I decided we weren't going to sit at the back, and there they dress you in the yellow,
Swimsuit.
like an oil suit, so
Yeah.
you can't get wet.
Yeah.
And we said, no, we don't need those. So we sat in the front of the boat. Well, let me tell you, they hit that first rapid. I nearly died of the cold because we didn't realize how cold the water was. And we said to all of them, who wants to swap? And all the guys in their yellow oilskins at the back said, we're not swapping. You can stay right there.
Yeah.
So the guy who was driving our boat, I don't know why I remember his name. His name was Harvey. Harvey turned the boat around, and the water landed on them anyway. Whether they got wet or not, I'm not sure. But that was our first experience of river rafting. And I must say, when I look back at that experience and I look at what we did on the Nile, it really was a great experience. On the Vaal, we do 2x2, but the 2x2 is a little more difficult, especially as a couple.
Yeah.
You don't row the same way,
Yeah.
and then you fight, and then you smack each other across the head because the one tips and the other one doesn't. So when we came on this river, I actually hoped that we would be in a boat with others that allowed us to not have to be two in a boat.
Yeah.
So it's a much nicer way to do it.
Yeah, so also So one thing you should know is that this river maybe has reverse psychology. When you feel cold, the river is warm. When you feel hot, the river is cold.
Cold, oh my word.
So that's how it works on the River Nile here. So it is a very nice way to experience your rafting, that you expect to feel cold when you're under the water, but instead it's warm. So that's how this river
But you
is.
do have other activities as well, don't you?
Yeah, we do have other activities, like I said, we have the bungee jumping. Jumping, I think you will go up at the tower and see how it feels to be up 52 meters above sea level, and then jumping off that cliff. It's
But
the
I must
best way
say,
how to do.
you have another option, which is gorge swinging, which means you jump going forward, not jump going head first.
Yeah, we have two types of jumps, forward or backwards. The binders will talk about it, but forward or backwards, it can be forward with your ankles tied.
Correct.
Or with your just a chest harness.
I think
So
it's
you
much
decide on
nicer
what
with
to
a
do.
chest. Because you know what? You want to see while you're jumping. What is the point in going head first?
Head first is the best way to experience a bungee.
No, I disagree with you. I
That's going to
disagree.
the basics. The
No.
basics of jumping, you must be upside down.
No, I
Just take you back
disagree.
the basics and then go ancient way. And that's the best feeling.
No.
I think I've just jumped once with my chest harness on, but I prefer jumping.
No, I've jumped
my
with my
ha-
chest
my
harness. On a chest harness when we did, we jumped off the bridge in Vic Falls.
Yeah.
And my husband had never done it, and he jumped as well. And they said to him, when we count to 3, you jump.
Yeah.
And they went 1, 2, and pushed him off. And all you can see all the way down on this video is just these arms and these legs and the scream all the way down.
The difference with our jump, we tell you we jump from 5 to 1, and we want you to jump. We don't want to push you off. So you say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bungee. You have to jump off
You
yourself.
have to jump off yourself.
We just look at you doing it. So you feel like, yes, I did this myself without being subdued.
But I think a lot of us who are older, because I'm 64, so I don't want to bungee jump.
The
For
last
me, it's
person
not.
to jump was 78.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I just think older people would experience because we're fearful. The older we get, the more fearful we get. That's just nature.
Yeah, it's nature. Yeah.
So what I try and do is encourage others to do what I do, but to do it safely. And people are scared of bungee jumping if you're older.
Yeah.
But if you offer, like you guys do, the chest jump, for me that is it's like jumping off a step or a wall or something like that, and it's okay because you can see what's happening. I think when one jumps head first, one has this fear of the rope breaking and them landing on it. That's the fear that we carry. It doesn't mean to say it's true. It's just the fear
a
that you
fear.
have.
Yeah. You know, that's a fear which is natural, that you must be fearful. But
Correct.
as a matter of fact, that cord there, its elastic limit is a ton. So I don't think there's anyone who can
No,
break
I
that
also
out.
don't think so.
Yeah,
but I
so-
think one always has this.
Yes, just a
this
fear
thing in your
within
brain, you know.
that, okay, it's going to break. Nothing can ever go wrong on that
On
branch
that,
tower, given
absolutely.
the trainings we've had for the
But you
guys
need a lift on
operating
that trailer, on that tower.
No, we just try to modernize it, that instead of you walking upwards, you just pulled back with the winch, then you just
No, but you
freeze.
still have to walk up there.
You walk
to
up
get-
there, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
have
I'm
to walk-
saying. You need a lift.
No, you don't need to have a lift. It's just for you to think of how to do it as you're walking up. Like, yes, I'm going to do this. You're letting go of your fears
not
and
sure.
experiencing this adrenaline jump you're going to get. So that's how we make sure that you're safe. Like, okay, I'm walking 224 steps before you get up to
Oh
the
my
tower.
word.
Then you walk backwards.
Well, the best part is you can see that structure from the boat on Lamala. So
Yeah.
when you're catching the boat across to Wild Waters, you can see the structure.
Yes, you
So
can
you
see
kind of
everything.
think, okay, I've got to do that while I'm here.
Yeah, for
So it
sure.
already starts to kind of think in your mind, I've got to do that while I'm here.
Yes.
Because all of the questions I got on social media when I videoed it and when I photographed it was, what was that seal structure in the background? I said, that is where you do bungee jumping and you do gorge swinging, and they were like, oh.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Yeah, it's very clear. Like you can see it from about 2 kilometers when you're on the river, from the third rapid, no, it's the fourth rapid of the day. You can start seeing that bungee
All
tower.
I can
By the time you
think
get
of
to the
while I
fifth
was on
rapid,
that river was turning the corner before wild waters.
yeah, no, you can see it from about 2 kilometers
Oh my
on the
word.
river. Yeah, so when you're up the tower, you can see the rapids called Super Hole or Bobugo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it.
And what other activities do you have here?
We do have river biking. River biking is kind of a step back, relaxed kind of adventure. You just sit on a small
Tube
called the bag. Then you sit,
Okay,
and
we
then
call
you
it.
sail.
Is it not a tube?
No, it's not.
We call it tubing.
Yeah, it's more so like tubing. That's what most people know. It's a unique activity we have in Uganda, and it's on at Adrift. And you sit in that tube for just 1.5 hours, then your trip is done. It's very easy. You have your guys taking you around. You go through rapids.
You realize at this rate I'm not leaving Adrift, huh? Because
Yeah,
I
of
have to
course.
try all of these.
When you leave Adrift, where are you going? There's nowhere to go. So everything you have it here. So that tubing is very fantastic for your family. You just go sailing on the river. You get to go grade 1, grade 2, grade 3 in the so plus of course you're there, take your videos, your photos. Yeah, just enjoy the Nile. In case you didn't go rafting,
Absolutely.
you can do a combo with that. You do rafting, then you jump on a river bag. Center up to you.
And do you offer any motorsports?
No, we don't do motorsports.
Okay, so it's river sports
River
and
sports.
the
River
bungee
sports.
jumping,
Yes,
and which
on
is
the-
all
on the
done
road.
on the property here anyway.
Yes.
So one of the things that you offer is the ability for you, no matter which income group you're in, you can camp, you can stay in dormitories, you can stay in tents, you can stay on the glamping. So families as a whole can come and enjoy the sport.
Yeah, when you want to come here, consider yourself to have all inclusive trip. Be it your family, be it your single person, be it your group. We have all the facilities to take care of every kind of client. Be it high end, low end, budget, mid range, everyone.
Peter, it's been such a pleasure.
It's a pleasure.
Really nice to have been talking to you.
Thanks,
I think
Janine.
I don't think I'm going to leave Adrift at this point.
Yeah, of course you're more than welcome to come as often
And just
as you
before
can.
we go,
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about the new lady. You now have a girl on your team. Tell me how that came about.
This lady, like I said before, she's a person I'm looking forward to in the near future to bring on as a raft guide.
And you're training her up because she's 17.
Yeah, I'm training her to become a raft guide. It would be nice to have a
It's
river raft
amazing.
guide who is a lady. That's
And
my
I think
goal.
one of the nice things is it's a lifetime achievement because it's not somebody who will join you and then leave.
Yeah, no.
It's somebody who's tied to the community,
Yes.
whose parents are here,
Yes.
whose life is attached to this area.
Yes. So she's a person I want to brand Adrift alongside her, so that when she grows up, she knows Adrift got me from here and here I am. So it is a part of the testimonials I want to tag Adrift to.
And I look forward to our next interview when
Yes,
you're going to
please.
tell me how many women you have on your team.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. Thank you.
Peter, it's been such a pleasure. Peter, the operations manager of Adrift here in Uganda. I'm Janine Preston of The Real South Africa. And you're with Janine from The Real South Africa. We've moved up to Adrift, which is on the eastern side. Are you on the eastern side? I just know it's near Ginger. And after leaving Kampala, you find your way down to Adrift. Adrift is on, of course, on the river. That's why it's called Adrift. It's on the Nile River and just above Lamala Wild Waters. And currently with me, I have a young lady called Anisha. And Anisha is one of the kayakers who do the White River rafting with you. I think there's usually 7 per boat. I know there were 7 the last time we did White River rafting. And I must say we were never scared because I even lost my paddle in the whirl and swirl of the water. And they found my paddle. One of the kayakers found the paddle. And I've since learned that Anisha has joined the crew. And I believe you're the only girl kayaker.
Yeah.
So welcome. Tell me a little bit about you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kondamla Anisha. I'm one of the safety kayakers. I'm from Buenda. I'm 17 years old and I'm a student. What inspired me to be a kayaker is that I want to help my dad and to help him so that he can stand as a dad. I'm happy to work with Adrift and I'm ready to work with them. I thank all the Adrift team for giving me this opportunity to do this internship with them. I am so happy with that. Thank
So where did you
very
learn your
much.
kayaking?
Last year.
And did you just come onto the river? Did you have your own boat? Was it something you've always been interested in?
Yeah, but KTN tried to train me kayaking.
So you're not scared to be on the river?
No, I'm not.
Were you involved? Like I see there's a lot of fishermen on the river. Did you ever go out with the fishermen when you were young?
No.
Yo. So you're just like this brave girl.
Thank you.
And how does it feel to be with all the guys?
It's good.
And do they look out for you? Do they look out for you when you're on the river?
Yeah.
So what do you hope to be? Are you going to be an Olympian kayaker? Because I'm sure once you've been on that river, especially through those rapids, you can kayak anyway. Are they going to put you in for the Olympic team? That would be amazing to see, I must say.
Thank you.
And to be so young and on the river. So what do you want to be when you get big?
I want to be a river guide.
A river guide. And is that what the crew normally does? Is that the guy on the big boat? It's on the big boat, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think currently it's Robert. Is Robert the river guide? Because he was our river guide when we were on. I think we also had somebody called Zuma who was on our boat. He was our guide on our boat, and he was really funny. I must say, if it wasn't for him though, we wouldn't have got past those rapids that go past wild waters. Because when he said, because the river goes really fast past wild waters, and we said to him, we're not going down there, are we? And he was like, no, we're going to turn left here. And I promise you, I've never seen a bunch of guys row so fast on that side of the boat to make sure that we didn't go down that side of the river, so that we managed to turn safely. And thanks to Zuma, he was also making sure that we didn't go with the big, the Rapid 6. I think it was a Rapid 6 in front of Lamala, if I'm not mistaken. So do you know your rapids here?
Yeah.
And it doesn't scare you to be on the rapids?
No.
As long as you're looking out for me, that's fine. Okay. Anisha, it's been such a pleasure talking to you, and I really wish you all the best. And I hope that next year when I come back, well, I'm back I think in about 6 months' time, I want to be on the river with you, because I'm dying to see how you manage that kayak. My goodness me. So well done to you, showing girls around the world exactly the way to do it.
Thank you.
I'm Janine Preston with The Real South Africa, having talked to Anisha, the youngest and only female river kayaker, together with Adrift.
Okay, so welcome to our tower. This is our Adrift bungee tower. It's 51 meters above the Nile, on a very beautiful setting over the Kalagala Falls, as you can see. That's a grade 5 rapid, spectacular grade 5 rapid. If you've done rafting before, it's amazing. Even we can't raft because we're just walking on the other side, because it's a grade 5 rapid and it's huge. So, the bungee tower, 51 meters above the Nile, as you can see. So a beautiful setting, beautiful location, and our gears, our equipment, they are all super strong and super safe. Everything we're doing has a backup system. The bungees have a backup system. Inside the rubbers, we have a backup safety line. And our gears, the chase harness and the waist harness and the full ties, they are all backed up. So there's no chance anything to go wrong. Promise you, we're gonna keep you as good as gold. Just relax. It's all about the relaxation. Cool. So we're gonna be ready in this next minute to be.
And you with Janine from The Real South Africa. I don't know about real, but I'm sitting, I think, 50 meters,
51 meters.
51 meters above the
Above the Nile.
Nile, in between 3 of the Rapid 6 on the Nile.
Just overlooking Kalagala Falls.
Just terrified, having just done a gorge swing. What do you call it?
bungee jump.
It's a bungee jump. It's called a bungee jump. And I did it. I mean, I can't believe I did it. But I guess the confidence that I got from these guys, from Isaac and Akeem, they had me safe from the beginning, told me to breathe, did all the right stuff. I mean, the fact that I closed my eyes when I jumped, oh my word, as I jumped, I thought, and I'm doing what at 64? But you know, the one good thing about being 64 is it's okay, because You've had your kids, they're all married, they're all gone. So whatever happens at this point, what the hell? So that's my philosophy, and having come here, you just, and I think the beauty of Uganda, the beauty of being up here and seeing the world as it should be, wow, you just leave this country and think, I have to come back. And this is my third visit, so I've definitely come back. And I'm with Isaac and Akeem, and tell me a little bit about the offer of this bungee jump, and how did it come about? How long have you guys been here? Tell me your story.
Okay, my name, I'm called Isaac Amanja, Adrift band master. I've been in Adrift for the last 20 years.
Yo.
I started a very young program here. It started way back in the Children. The first tower we operating was 4 meters above the Nile in Children. And we left it in Children, then we had to build this one. It's a new tower, 12 meters above the Nile. It's from the very, very best settings in Africa, overlooking the Kalangala Falls. It's one of the wonderful places, and it's a beautiful tower built here on the Kalangala Falls. So, we've been operating with the bungee, like I said, for the last 20 years. And truly speaking, we've never had any incident. We've never had injuries before. And I can say this is one of the best offices in the world.
And you certainly tested my equipment twice, 3 times,
Yes.
before I even jumped.
According to our operating procedures, we're operating under the Canadian Bungee Association. There's a bungee consult in Canada, BCI. So our training or the manuals or the protocol is under the CBA. So BCI makes sure everything is in order, the equipment, the gears, the training. So we are trained by BCI. So our procedures, if somebody is jumping, we have to triple check. We harness you, we first check the first time. Jump master checks, assistant band master checks. So everything we make sure is in good order and this is everything. So safety is our first priority. Okay? Nothing to mess up.
And you have a weight limit as well, don't you?
Exactly, because minimum weight 35 kilograms and maximum weight is 115 kilograms.
And I just made that. I was 107, I'm sad to say.
Yeah, sure. But you still in the right range, because 107 is not perfectly okay. Nothing to worry about your safety.
Oh my goodness.
There's nothing. We are ready to handle, and we have got different band codes. I did show you our band codes. We have got different band codes. We have got purple, red, blue, and yellow. So all these codes have got different weights. Yellow takes 35 to 50, blues 50 to 70, red from 80, 70 to 90, and then purple 90 to 100.
Sad that I was purple. Oh my word.
But you know what purple means? It's a color for kings. So if you want purple, that's what you're a king. So there's nothing to worry about. And all our equipment, they're backed up. Like the bungee I'm showing you, can I have a look at that bungee? I just want to watch one thing. Inside our rubbers, we have a backup safety line. I just need to show you something just more. So we're talking about backups. Inside the rubbers, as you can see, we have a backup safety line. You see all this. In case for any rubbers, by any reasons the rubbers break, we have a backup safety line.
Okay.
So this is 1,800 kilograms breaking strength. There's no way you can break this. So safety is our first priority. During days back, we used to have rubbers. That's when we are using the New Zealand standards. We're just using the rubbers and common bathroom towels. But today, things have changed all over the world. Everything has a backup system inside it. That's why you give it the chest harness, the waist harness, the rope has the rubbers and the backup. We have 2 ropes running, everything is a backup. So no chance for anything to go wrong. Promise you, that's why we told you, we're gonna keep you as good as gold. Nothing can go wrong. Nothing.
Well, I'm pleased to hear that, because I think one of the things that we try and do is get people who are over 60 not to sit in their chair and watch other people travel. We want you to get off your chair and go and travel and do these experiences.
Experience.
Because you can honestly say, like I can honestly say now, I did it.
You get it. And if you do the bungee, well, sometimes you say you'll never remain the same because your heart says, if I do the bungee, then I can do anything in my life. You can do anything on this planet.
And how many steps did it take me to get up here?
Oh, those are 246 steps to get up here.
And it took
They
me
are
2 stops.
246. But they are very okay. They make your body. It's like a physical. You're doing some physical. That's why we feel strong because we are climbing the tower every day, like 3 times a day. We feel strong, like yeah.
Oh my word. And how long have you been here?
15 years now.
Yo.
Yeah, 15 years now on the bungee tower.
And you guys are both qualified. You get qualified. You go away for training and you get qualified.
We qualified, we certified. You can't work on this tower if you're not, you know, Adrift Lemala, you cannot work in a position if you're not certified or trained. Their first priority is to train their workers.
And then
You
to
have
be, for the public to be safe.
Okay? They take priority number 1 as training, you have to be competent. Because it's all about handling people's lives. Okay?
That's true.
You have to be able, you have to be knowledgeable, you have to be skilled. That makes you competent.
Absolutely.
That's all, and we thank our operations manager, Peter. They make sure everything is in control.
And Peter we interviewed earlier. Hello, Peter.
Hello. We are the punch tower now. This is part of the operations office.
So now do I get a naughty badge?
We're planning to get some certificates for our jumpers. Maybe next time when you come back, we're going to give you
That's a good idea.
yeah, we're planning, Peter is working on that. Make sure we get some certificates for our jumpers.
I'll show you the one I got from the Kamshin River Rats in 1986. The one that I did when I did the river in Canada. They gave us a certificate.
Oh yeah, that's
I was called a Kamshin River Rat.
oh yeah.
And here I can honestly say that I did it. You must call your certificate, I did it. Because you did it, yeah.
did it.
Because
It's
so
exactly so good.
there's not often in our lives we can say I did it.
I did it, for sure.
You know, so it's really something to brag about.
Yeah. So, what I can say, I can encourage everyone out there, whoever is willing to do the bungee, is super safe.
Come and do the bungee and the water river rafting. So you do the
whitewater
combo.
Rafting and bungee jumping, you do the combo deal. It's very smooth.
And I promise you can't have a view like this anywhere in the world.
The view.
If you thought Vic Falls was spectacular, it has nothing on what you can see here.
Exactly. That's why I say it's the best office in the world. Whenever we're here, it's the best office.
Thank you so much for the jump and for keeping me safe.
And I hope to see you again.
Oh, you will.
Hope to see you again.
I hope you're going to see lots of people who are over 60.
That's great. And we're just inviting the whole world. If you come to Uganda, Adrift is the place to go.
Absolutely. And you've got accommodation that suits
Trained
all
and
pockets. You've got
professional
from
staff.
camping to glamping. So you have the whole experience here.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. I'm Janine from the real South Africa, and I can honestly say I did it. And you with Janine from the real South Africa. The real South Africa has been spending time in Uganda at Adrift, and Adrift is one of the most, it's the only place I will backpack. So if somebody says, will you backpack? Yes. In Africa, this is my spot. In South Africa, it's Afri Adventures, but right here, it has to be Adrift. And today I'm with one of the chefs. The chef is at Overland, the Adrift Overland camp, and he keeps everyone happy. And today his name is Paul, and he's going to show me how to make a pizza.
Yeah. Actually, we're gonna start preparing our pizza. Our pizza is today's we're gonna prepare chicken pizza. That pizza always goes with grilled chicken, cheese, pineapple, and avocado on top.
And your avocado pear has to be the best in the world.
Exactly.
Your avocado pear, your pineapple, I will leave home for that. So tell me a little bit about Paul. While you're doing the preparation, tell me a little bit about you.
Actually, we normally do some preps for every item. We normally prepare in the kitchen. For the pizzas, we first start with the pizza bases. We prepare them. We do prepare some pizza sauce for the pizza on the bases. Then from there, we start grilling whatever we put on the pizzas.
Okay.
This is our pizza oven.
And hopefully you don't put your hand in there to test how hot it is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we are going to start with our pizza base here.
And are they pre-prepared?
Yes, already prepared. This is our pizza base.
And they were made by you earlier in the week?
We just make in the week.
In the week,
In a
absolutely.
week.
So you
Yeah.
can keep them for
Yeah,
a
we
week.
keep them for a week. Or 3 days, 4 days, like that. It depends to the consumption
Okay.
of our pizzas. Yeah. So this is our pizza press. Normally we use this pizza press. It's a wooden one. Put on the pizza bases, as you see it. From there, we get our pizza sauce. We prepare it and we keep it in the fridge. This is our pizza sauce
And what is your sauce made of?
from tomatoes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's tomatoes. We make.
Is it tomato with herbs and...
We do tomatoes, olive oil, oregano, and we fry it.
And do you get the oregano and tomatoes from Ginger, or do you grow them?
Normally we buy them from Ginger just because due to consumption of the area, tomatoes are going so high and high. So in that, we normally get
You
them
also
from
support the community.
Yes.
So well done to you.
Ginger. All right. This is our spoon. This is the sauce we use on the pizzas. We get our sauce, put on the bases.
And tell me a little bit about Paul. Are you from this area?
Yes, please. I'm from this community.
And how long have you been at Adrift?
Adrift, 15 years.
Yo, is
Yeah.
that how long Adrift's been
15 years
open?
when I'm serving Adrift.
Good heavens.
Yeah.
And your training, were you always wanting to be a chef?
Yeah, I was trained.
And were you always wanting to be a chef?
Yeah, I wanted it.
So you have fed many people here at Adrift.
Yes, exactly.
And do you have special requests for people who are allergic to certain things? Do you have gluten-free bases?
Yeah, if we get some gluten-free gluten-free people, we normally will use that gluten free to make the bases.
to make the
The
bases.
bases.
And do you get people with a lot of allergies visiting?
Yeah, they normally will receive them here.
And they do tell you when they're allergic to something.
Yeah, they tell us.
I heard somebody, when I was serving in the UK, I was a waitress a few years back, and the lady said she was allergic to garlic.
Yeah.
And I thought that was so odd,
Oh,
because garlic is not something that you hear of a lot.
yeah.
And you know how we struggled to find a dish that didn't have garlic?
So from there, we get our pineapple here. We peel it as usual. Just a little piece, because we are making one pizza. We chop it. Small slices in the dice form.
My son always used to refer to it as slimy pizza when it had pineapple on it. He called it slimy pizza.
Oh.
And when he grew up and we told him that you used to call that slimy pizza, he was like, why did I call it slimy pizza?
Yeah.
I said, I have no idea. But a margarita pizza was the only thing he'd eat as long as it had pineapple and ham on it.
Great.
And he was such a skinny little child that we fed him whatever he would eat, as long as he would eat it. And now he's a big, strapping, 6'4" young man.
So from there, we get our small dices. We sprinkle it on the top of the base, just little. So from there, we get our chicken, fresh one.
And hopefully you don't put it on raw.
Yeah.
Chef Ramsay would have a fit.
Must grill it before we put on the pizza. Yeah.
Chef Ramsay wouldn't be happy. Do you watch Chef Ramsay?
Yeah.
I watch his kitchen nightmares. Oh my word. You look at some of those practices and you can just cringe.
Yeah. So we make 6 strips just because we normally our pizza we cut it into 6 portions.
Okay.
Yeah, when we serve it, we cut it into 6 portions. Those are 6 what?
6 pieces and it goes into the pan.
From there, we put them on our small grills.
And you season.
Yeah, some little of salt. You get kajuni. This is kajuni.
What's kajuni?
Kajuni is just a mixture of spices.
Of spices.
Yeah.
Is it a Ugandan spice?
Yeah. Normally we buy them in Uganda. That's why we call them as Ugandan spices.
Okay.
Yeah. So we sprinkle them on the pizza. Just because our pizza is called spicy chicken.
Spicy chicken.
And
It's like Cajun, yeah.
And pineapple pizza.
Okay.
Yeah. So, after there, we grill it on the pan. This is our hot pan.
And it obviously doesn't take long to cook
Yeah,
because it's thin.
Yeah, because here we cook it a little bit, just because we don't want to be
Put raw.
much hard.
Absolutely.
We want our chicken to be juicy. From just because even here from here, again you're going to put it into the pizza oven.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long does the pizza take to cook in the oven?
Just 5 minutes.
5 minutes is all it needs.
Yeah.
Yo.
5 minutes, even less than. Depends to the temperature of the pizza oven.
And how do you know how hot your pizza oven is?
Sorry?
How do you know how hot the pizza oven is?
By experience, just by experience, because as per now, as I told you, 15 years when we are making pizza.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
So-
apparently you're the best.
Yeah. Everywhere here in Uganda, Drifting. Anything concerns with the pizzas, all.
Oh my word.
So our chicken now is done. When we finish to grill our chicken, as you see it,
Okay.
from there we get our cheese. We sprinkle on the top of the pizza, our pizza.
Yes. And it's mozzarella cheese.
Yeah, this mozzarella.
Is mozzarella easy to
Mozzarella.
get in Uganda?
Yeah, mozzarella. Some here in Uganda we make some mozzarella, but due to high market, high demand of the mozzarella, sometimes we get it from outside.
Okay.
Yeah, we export it. Yeah, they export it.
You import it in.
Yeah.
And do you go shopping for your ingredients in Ginger?
Probably. We have our procurement. First normally goes there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you tell procurement what you need.
Yes. And what's good for us?
And you live in the village? You live here or where do you live?
Yeah, I live around here in a certain center.
In this
over
village
there.
next door?
Yeah, on the main road.
Okay.
Just center to the main road.
We went for a village walk yesterday.
Oh.
So we went for a walk, we went to see vanilla pods and we saw coffee beans and we saw pineapples.
Uh-huh.
So
And here in Uganda, this area is the famous for pineapples.
I know.
Pineapples.
I can't resist your pineapples. Oh
And
my
our
word.
pineapple here is the best. in
And I can
Africa.
vouch for that.
Yeah.
If I could put them in my luggage, I'd take them home.
Yeah. So after here, get our chicken. Chicken. Put smartly. Put it on the top of our pizza.
So when they cut it into 6,
Yeah.
and usually with backpackers, it's a sharing platter.
Yeah. So from there, we get our everywhere you go, any pizza you have to be having a nice taste and a nice smell. You have to garnish on oregano.
Okay.
Yeah, oregano. So we put some little oregano on top to bring flavor.
It looks divine.
This is our oregano. From there, we chop our parsley.
You must enter the Olympics, the Chef Olympics here in Uganda. Last year they sent 2 chefs from Uganda to the Olympics
Oh,
because there is a Chef Olympics.
yeah.
It's held either in India or in China, and they invite the chefs from around the world to come and compete. And last year a Ugandan man came 3rd.
Oh, nice one. So addition on our oregano, you can add small parsley on top to make it more
Tasty?
tasty, like that. So our pizza now is done.
Okay.
From here, we get our pizza spread. Normally we used to spread one for put in the pizza, another one is for the charcoal.
Okay.
Yeah, or for the fire. As you see our pizza oven here.
The oven is now ready?
It's ready for the pizza now.
Okay.
It's ready. As here and I feel the heat, the pizza is now ready for the pizza.
Wonderful.
From there, we first clean there first with our pizza cleaner,
Yes.
yeah, so that it cannot get dirty just because we put it on the ground. Now our pizza is clean. Get our pizza on the plate. So our pizza oven here normally we can put there 5 to 4 pizza
Okay.
at a go.
So you can put 5 pizzas in
You
together.
can cook 5 pizza at a go.
Okay.
Yeah. So as we're waiting our pizza to get ready, you can get some avocado. This is our avocado. Normal also buy them from ginger market. And here around there is avocado.
And you get the best bits off it.
When you get another one.
Ah, that one looks much better, hey?
Much better.
We can never tell what's inside an ever until you open it.
Oh, for sure. So we cut them again, slices, just because we are going to put them on top of the pizza as well. Still we have to cut 6 pieces, as we made the same to the.
And you're not allowed to put that one away. That one has to come past me. Ah, goodness me. Best avocado in the world is that what comes from Uganda.
Yeah.
Mm. So now the pizza is ready to come out the oven?
Yeah, it's now ready.
Okay.
Yeah. What makes our Adrift pizza different from any other pizzas? Our pizzas always, they are well done.
And they are
The
fresh.
is well done and fresh.
And they're done to order.
Yeah.
They're not frozen.
Yeah. If you make a pizza when it's not crispy, and the best is not.
Then it's not good.
Not good.
So people come back for the bungee jumping and for the pizza.
Exactly. So our pizza, as you see it, is now done.
Cool banana. We have to put the ever on so we take the final photo.
Our pizza knife is here. We cut our pizza.
And you can hear the crunch.
Yeah. That's our chicken pizza made.
Made fresh.
Yeah. From there, get our pizza, put on some avocado on top of the.
And the work of art begins.
Yeah.
Because that's what's all in the, it's not only in the taste, but it's in how it looks when it's served.
Yeah.
And now let's take a photo of that amazing. Thank you so much, Chef Paul. I'm Janine from The Real South Africa.
So welcome to Adrift, Uganda. I'm Isaac Amanja, the bungee master at Adrift. So welcome everyone who would like to do bungee jumping on the Nile at Adrift. Bungee jumping at Adrift, we are the masters, we are the leading in the industry of bungee and whitewater rafting as an industry. We've been in the business for many years. Adrift is now going to celebrate 30 years as an adventure company. So we welcome everyone who would like to do bungee and rafting, and we would like to welcome those who would like to do combos. Adrift, bungee and rafting, it's the best combo of the day. So welcome everyone in Uganda. For those who love bungee and rafting, you're more than welcome.